Good morning, everybody, and this is your Dow Jones day trade setups for today. So a couple of things happen. I mean, we've finally got some price action sort of outside of the range that we've been trading in for the last 2 weeks, and basically broke what was looking like a flat top triangle, as I pointed out yesterday, broke that to the downside quite aggressively. So I'm still not convinced that it's a start of a bigger move to the downside. Look at the structure to the left here. So there's a lot of support to be found here, and you could probably actually just add another level in down here where all the support was found. See there? So you can see there's a support line. We broke to the downside, up, broke to the downside, below that, up. So we haven't really tested it, and we do know that there are a few gaps to the downside here as well. So in my eyes, I suspect we're more than likely coming back to test this 34,897 area. You can see a lot going on here. Look there was support, there was resistance at that level. So and that's pretty much since May, 27th of May is when that started. So let's just start looking through the lower time frames and see what we can find. But firstly, you can see trend line, very clear break of that diagonal trend line, massively sort of aggressive move to the downside. There's a little bit of a gap down here. We'll get to that now on a lower time frame, and I think there are gaps further down as well. So yeah, this is the structure. There's one more bit of structure, and I think I'm just going to use this level here for you. There's the other bit of structure that we should be paying attention to. So it's 3,500. Oscillators at the moment grouping nicely to the downside, and every time they group to the downside, what happens? The buyers step in. So pay very close attention to that. If we start coming to the hour, you'll see massive 1 hour move and then basically sideways for a bit. So oscillators have grouped the downside on the hour as well. We've actually crossed over looking for a move to the upside, but I'll wait for Europe and actually wait for the US on this, wait for the US open before we start committing. But as I said, these are the levels you need to pay attention to. 3,500, and then just below that, 34,897. 3,500 is a big round number, so I would not be surprised to see that tag today. Now, if we just come to the left, and you'll see there is the gap I'm talking about, which is right at 3,500, right there, and that you can see on the hour. If I come back to the 15-minute, you'll see another little gap further down. No, I'm confused. I think that little gap is on the S&P 500. So the gap at 3,500 is the one that we need to pay attention to. That is the one that's going to influence us today. Okay, so yeah, still sit on hands for me at the moment. I don't see a confirmation of the break to the downside here. So if we'd come back and tested this area, I'd be looking at an opportunity to short, but not really there at the moment. So 3,500 is the area to watch, and whatever happens there, we'll see whether we get some half-decent price action, some bullish price action there, which would get me long. To be honest, I don't think I'm interested in shorting this right now. It's coming up to the 155 on the 8 hour as well, and then on the daily, you can see we've sort of broken through the 33 and coming up to, not quite at the 66, but yeah, it'll just look to the left. You can see the chaos there. So I suspect we're going to have some bias, or we're just going to bounce up and down in this area while all the oscillators start resetting themselves into an oversold territory. So yeah, still sit on hands for me. Nothing really here that I can see just yet, and we will keep watching, and I'll let you know on the Telegram channel if I see something. Anyway, that's it for me. Hope it helps, and we'll catch you later. Cheers for now.